In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the 6-inch Black Series Darth Vader, based upon his appearance from Empire Strikes Back. And this particular one you're looking at is actually from the anniversary card. I got that back in around towards the end of 2020, around October 2020. I was actually on a road trip and I happened to stop at a comic shop in Tennessee, and I saw they had the entire wave there, and I thought, well, I didn't really want the entire wave. Some of the action figures I already have, but I really wanted the Darth Vader because at the time it was a new Darth Vader. We only had the A New Hope version and the Return of the Jedi version at that time. So I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and get it. And I'm glad I did. It's a great action figure. But I was scrolling through some of my Black Series reviews. I have about 20 reviews now on the channel, and I haven't had Darth Vader reviewed yet. So I figured, well, I think it's about time we get Vader on the channel in the Black Series. After all, to me, and I'm sure to most people, he's the most iconic character in Star Wars. So it's about time he gets his day in the sun in terms of Black Series. So unfortunately, I don't have the package here to show you anymore, but if you know what the traditional Kenner card looked like for Darth Vader, that's all it is really. It didn't look too right being in 6-inch scale because the picture zoomed down in a way where it just doesn't have that same look to it as like the 3 3/4 inch figure does. This figure also did see a re-release in the standard Black Series packaging, and it was also one of the very first ones that started immediately after the red and black box packaging that Hasbro had for many years. And that one looks pretty good too. As far as I know, there's no differences between this one and that particular release. But let's go ahead and take a look at this action figure. So like I said, it's Darth Vader. I think it looks really good. To me, this is probably the best version of Vader that we've gotten for the Black Series up to this point. We are getting a couple more releases of it. The Battle Damage Vader is coming out soon. We are getting another Return of the Jedi Vader with a removable helmet that's coming out around the corner. I do have the original Return of the Jedi Vader that we got back in 2014, and I also have the A New Hope Vader, which I like both of those in their own way. I know the Return of the Jedi one's not entirely accurate, but I still think it was a nice release at the time. So the head sculpt, I think it looks really good. I really like this head sculpt. I don't think it's entirely accurate. Something does look a little off to me about it, and I'll just show you what I mean by that right now. I happen to have the Hot Toys Empire Strikes Back Vader here. And we'll do a side-by-side comparison. You see they look a little bit different. I don't know if it's just me, but just something looks a little bit off with the Black Series one here. But I like it regardless. I think it gets the point across, and even if it is a little stylized different, I think it works well with this action figure. And he has his control panels there, nicely painted. Nothing smeared on this. I know sometimes Hasbro has a habit of smearing the paint on Vader's control panels there, but thankfully they didn't on this one. And his leg armor there, I'm pretty sure his basically everything from the waist down is just reborrowed from the Vaders of the past. He does have the pins there, as you can see in his legs, so he is a little bit of an older action figure. But other than that, he's pretty much all black. His cape is a thick material, feels pretty good. If you fold it back a certain way, it looks better than if you just have the cape like this. At least I think so. So in terms of the articulation, he does have a very good range of motion at the head there, and a ball joint. Does have hinged shoulders, and hinged elbows, and hinged wrists, and both wrists go in and out. It does have a joint at the torso there, then hinged hips, and then swivel thigh, and then double hinge at the knees there, as you can see with the pins, then rocker ankles. It's pretty good articulation, and the joints are pretty well hidden. Don't have any complaints about that. He does have his left hand there sculpted in a choking position. And in terms of accessories, all he comes with is his standard lightsaber. Which I think this is probably one of the better Darth Vader lightsabers that we've gotten in the Black Series 6-inch so far. Has very nice detailing in that. And you can take the blade out. And of course you could put his hilt around his belt there. He does have a clip. And it sits there. It's a little loose, so if you're mess with him too much, it's probably going to fall off, but if you just keep him in a display position, it should stay in place. And he holds his lightsaber well in his hand there. I think you can get in a two-handed grip if you wanted to. Kind of. But I don't want to risk breaking that choking pose he has. But other than that, I think that's pretty much all I can really tell you about this Darth Vader. It's Darth Vader, that's all you can really say about it. He's exactly what you would hope from him. As of the time of this video, even though we're getting more Vaders around the corner, I still think this is probably the best Vader we've gotten. The New Hope one is really good as well, so if you had to pick only one for your collection, either this one or the New Hope Vader I think is acceptable. Of course, with more coming around the corner, perhaps that will change in the future. Might get around to reviewing those. But as far as this Vader is concerned, even if you're halfway interested in it, I think he's an essential piece to a Black Series collection. And even if you're not big into the Black Series, if there's any Black Series action figures that catch your eye every once in a while, I think this is a good choice. And you can't go wrong with having a Black Series Vader in your collection. So anyways, that concludes this review. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more reviews in the future. There will be plenty more to come. And if you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate the support. And check out that Instagram link in the description as well. More content will be posted on that. And thanks for watching.